I once met a sister whose life seemed picture perfect, full of life and confidence, always the one bringing energy into the room. She looked vibrant on the outside, but as we talked, she confided in something. She confided that she had been diagnosed with cancer just last year. So despite her outward strength, she was quietly navigating the uncertainty of her treatment and the fear it brought into her life. And there was yet another sister, intelligent, kind, and always well-spoken. She had so much to offer. Yet, despite her best efforts, she couldn't find a suitable spouse. She expressed her longing for companionship and feeling the weight of family and society expectations of finding a spouse. Let's take a closer look at your life. You may have good physical health, but perhaps you're longing for the family you've always dreamed of. You may have a loving family that you had always dreamed of, but feel unfulfilled or even miserable at work. You may have work which you find extremely satisfying and rewarding, but you may have mental health issues which greatly impact you. You may have good mental health, but your physical health may have been deteriorating lately. So through these examples, I'm trying to make 2 points. Firstly, one of the greatest misconceptions we hold is believing that others have better lives than us. Secondly, no one's life is perfect and everyone will need to navigate blessings along with hardships in their life. Let's tackle the first point. It's easy to think that others' lives look better than yours, usually because you don't have full access to every detail of their life or what's happening in their internal world. But this assumption about how good their life is couldn't be further from the truth. Every single person is facing their own set of challenges, whether we can see them or not. The reality is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in His infinite wisdom tests us all in different ways. Some of these trials are visible to the outside world, while others remain hidden deep within a person's heart. That person whose life looks perfect from the outside may be grappling with trials you cannot even imagine. They may be carrying pain, loss, or trauma that they hide behind a smile. Or perhaps their struggles happened years ago, but they still carry the scars that are invisible to you, but still very, very raw for them. Only Allah knows the full picture of anyone's life. Allah tells us, and we will surely test you with something of fear and hunger and a loss of wealth and lives and fruits, but give good tidings to the patient. Life is a test, not just for you, but for everyone. So stop wishing for someone else's life. You may not realize what you're wishing for. If you saw the reality of their struggles, you might actually be grateful for the test Allah has chosen for you. Instead of longing for their perceived ease, focus on what's happening with you. Focus on what's happening in your life. Use your energy to make your life better, more meaningful, and try to use your challenges as an opportunity to strengthen your connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Otherwise, comparing your life to others can be one of the most destructive traps that you fall into, because it can lead to envy, dissatisfaction, and even despair. Life isn't a competition, and no two lives are comparable. Allah has given each and every one of us unique circumstances and unique tests, and they are tailored to our individual abilities and needs. Your role isn't to compare, it's to navigate your path with sincerity and trust in Allah's wisdom. Now, the second point, no one's life is perfect, and everyone must navigate a mixture of blessings and hardships. This truth applies universally, no matter who you are, where you live, or what your circumstances might be. This world is a place of trials, but also of blessings, and navigating both requires a balanced mindset. Even those who seem to have it all, wealth, health, status, or relationships, are not exempt from life's challenges. And sometimes their struggles may be hidden from the world, buried deep within their hearts. They may be battling personal demons, emotional wounds, or private losses that you may not be aware of. And at other times, their test lies in managing their blessings. Yes, blessings are also a test. Wealth, for instance, can lead to arrogance or greed if not handled responsibly. Good health can be taken for granted and even abused. And then there's strong relationships that can break down without care and effort. This balance of blessings and hardships is part of Allah's divine wisdom. He tells us in the Quran, every soul will taste death, and we test you with both good and evil as a trial, and to us you will be returned. This verse reminds us that both ease and difficulty are tests. Take the example of Prophet Sulayman, peace be upon him. He was blessed with immense power, wealth, and wisdom, yet he continually turned to Allah with gratitude, saying, "My Lord, enable me to be grateful for your favor which you have bestowed upon me, upon my parents, and to do righteous of which you approve." As you can see, blessings are also a test. Are you going to be grateful? Are you going to use blessings for good, or are you going to abuse them? Are your blessings going to humble you, or are they going to make you arrogant, making you forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Having blessings means being accountable for those blessings. On the other hand, we see the life of Prophet Ayyub, peace be upon him, who faced extreme hardships. He lost his wealth, he lost his health and family. Yet he remained patient, turning to Allah and saying, "Indeed, adversity has touched me, and you are the most merciful of the merciful." His story teaches us the power of patience and reliance on Allah during times of difficulty. And guess what? Both Sulayman and Ayyub, peace be upon them, were prophets. They were chosen by Allah for the sacred duty of spreading the message. But their life and tests could not have been more different. And there is divine wisdom in why that is so. Life's perfection is not found in the absence of challenges or abundance of blessings. It lies in how we navigate both. Are we grateful for our blessings? Are we patient during hardships, knowing that Allah is with those who are steadfast? This balance is what defines a meaningful and fulfilling life. No one's life is perfect because perfection belongs only to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But through navigating the ups and downs of life with gratitude, you will find meaning and resilience, and ultimately a sense of peace. Trust in Allah's justice and wisdom. He alone knows why some are burdened with more visible struggles while others appear to have ease. And everyone will be recompensed fully for the hardships they endure, as Allah promises in the Quran. Indeed, Allah does not wrong anyone by as much as an atom's weight. And if there is a good deed, He multiplies and gives from Himself a great reward. If some people appear to have greater tests, no doubt Allah will reward them in ways that we cannot imagine. Remember, Allah sees your struggles, He sees your effort and your sincerity. Focus on pleasing Him and improving yourself. When you let go of comparing your life to others and instead embrace your unique journey, you will find peace and contentment that comparison can never bring.